Your exposure creates your reality, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar. I've recently been having disagreements with a few individuals in my life over what I want out of life and what I believe is available. And as someone who generally keeps a very calm disposition, the one thing that can light me on fire and set me off is when people try to talk down on my ability, my access, or what is possible for me. You want to piss me off, you want me to change my life. Tell me that what I want to do is impossible. I will make it my mission to make you choke on those words. What I realized is that there are multiple timelines happening. And if you decide that your world, what you've seen, what you've been exposed to is the only thing available and everything else is a lie, you are potentially shortchanging yourself and missing out on so many amazing and great opportunities that could be there for you if you were to just look around a little more and expose yourself. For my birthday weekend this past June, me and one of my friends, who's also a Black woman, went to two events, a day party and to a bar. At the day party, it was a Nigerian day party. We were the standards of beauty. So there was no shortage of attention, positive vibes, and people who just wanted to hang around and talk to us. Right after this event, we drove downtown to a bar to celebrate one of my other friends' birthdays who's not a Black woman. And I kid you not, being in this bar for over an hour and a half, not one person spoke to us, was interested in us, or even looked our way. And it's because we weren't the target audience. So when this happened, I started to think about the fact that imagine if I spent my whole life in the second space where everyone around me was interested in people who didn't look like me. It would mess with my ability to see myself well. I would think I'm unattractive. I would think that people like me don't get attention. And it could really mess with my self confidence and the way I carry myself moving forward. Yet, if I were to spend my whole life in the first day party where I was the standard of beauty, it would change the way I saw the world. And this is why exposure is so important. If you are living in a reality where everything is not going the way you want, do not make the mistake of deciding that that's the only thing available to you. Step outside of it. Go see other things. Watch documentaries. Go out on a date by yourself, but expose yourself. You do not want to get stuck in a life that is mediocre and subpar because of your lack of exposure to the places where you are going to flourish. You have to expose yourself to places. You have to go to different places, find your tribe. Because if you were created the way you are, with the gifts and talents that were put on the inside of you, God would not forget and make you an island because of that. Everything is going to be accounted for, but there is a lot of work that we need to do ourselves to ensure that we fully tap into these places. I was getting into this discussion with a few friends, and one of them was saying that my standards were too high in relationships because what I was asking for, who actually has that, and where is it available? And I had to take a step back and realize that I live in the world of unicorns. All of the things that people say are not possible or are small percentages, I have been blessed to be surrounded by that as commonplace. And for somebody who's never really seen a unicorn, living in the world of unicorns like me is not something they're used to. So people will literally try to dumb down or minimize your wants because of their inexperience or lack of exposure to seeing the things you say you want for yourself. And this is why it's also really important to be very firm and confident in the things that you want out of life and not let people who don't know you, who don't know what's available out there, and who are living in their multiverse that's not the same timeline as yours tell you that you don't deserve it. You do. Have faith for it, stay exposed, and trust me, you will find it in due time. I am continuing this exposure journey. I am finding more and more things to make my world as wide, big, beautiful, and abundant as possible. And I'm really wishing you the same thing as well. I would love to know what exposure has taught you, please put it in the comments below and let's have a conversation about it. But yeah, go out, do something new, go to a neighborhood you've never been to, expose yourself to opportunities that used to seem like a one in a million, become that one in a million, live in the world of the one in a million. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.